What was she thinking? Just look at her hair. She has completely lost her mind. These are just a few of the phrases heard across the nation in 2007 when this image of Britney Spears with a shaved head, screaming, and throwing an umbrella through a window broke across the news. News personnel portrayed Britney as crazy and unstable, just from this single image, before first getting the facts of what caused Britney to lash out. The cause of Britney's unfortunate meltdown? One word: paparazzi. What the news outlets failed to report was that during this time, Britney was in and out of rehab for help, and first asked the paparazzi to back up and give her privacy, but of course, they did not listen. This story is just one of hundreds where celebrities are constantly hounded and their privacy is non-existent. There needs to be harsher laws enacted to prevent paparazzi from invading the lives of celebrities. In 1997, the lives of millions of people were changed forever when the news broke of Princess Diana's untimely death from a high-speed car accident caused by paparazzi. During the crash, it was estimated the car was traveling at speeds of 60 miles an hour. From this accident, 9 French photographers were arrested and charged with manslaughter. But in 2002, the charges were dropped, and none of the photographers responsible for this horrific crash served any jail time. Laws have been enacted since this accident, but unfortunately, photographers have found loopholes through these laws, stating their First Amendment rights were at risk. According to HG Legal Resources, there are certain aspects of life that have the right to privacy and are not protected by the First Amendment. These circumstances include police crime scenes, photos taken of public restrooms, shooting up women's skirts, and secured or private areas. In June of 1997, just months after the death of Princess Diana, the Protection of Harassment Act was passed in England. In this act, it is stated that an individual is able to seek an order banning an activity where there is an intention to cause distress, or where an individual ought to have realized that alarm or distress would be caused. Anyone, such as photographers, who breach this could face up to 2 years in jail. Many government officials have noted that this is not enough to keep photographers at bay. There should be laws against what I just experienced. We should have learned from the death of Princess Diana, stated Justin Bieber on Twitter just moments after an altercation with paparazzi on a busy Los Angeles interstate. During this altercation, a paparazzi lost their own life while trying to snap the perfect image of Bieber in his white Ferrari. In the US, there has been an attempt to pass laws halting paparazzi's behavior. In 1998, the Protection from Personnel Intrusion Act and the Privacy Protection Act of 1998 were both brought up to Congress. These laws both stated criminal penalties for paparazzi if their actions caused physical harm against anyone. The law also stated 20 years of jail time could be faced if a death occurred due to paparazzi. Unfortunately, these measures were never passed, and there continues to be no laws in the United States stopping paparazzi despite these constant assaults and verbal attacks. In 1973, during the federal court case Galea versus Onassis, paparazzi were defined as literally a kind of annoying insect, perhaps roughly equivalent to the English gadfly. Ronald Galea, one of the most famous paparazzi, was taken to court by Jacqueline Onassis and her children. Galea was found in contempt of a restraining order 4 times that Mrs. Onassis and her children had filed. In the court case, it was stated that Mrs. Onassis was properly found to be a public figure and thus subject to news coverage. Nonetheless, Galea's actions went far beyond the reasonable bounds of news gathering. Despite this statement in breaking the restraining order, Galea was only threatened with a $120,000 fine and 7 years of jail time. In conclusion, over the years, paparazzi have created very stressful situations for celebrities. From Britney Spears' meltdown to the death of Princess Diana, paparazzi never seemed to let up. Although there has been some attempts by the government to halt this behavior from paparazzi, nothing has ever passed. To this day, paparazzi constantly hound celebrities by trespassing on private property, taking graphic photos of them in private, and even going as far as to chase them in vehicles and assault them while trying to get the perfect photo. Everyday celebrities try to live their life like any normal person. Paparazzi needs to step back, understand communication with celebrities, and listen when celebrities tell paparazzi to respect their privacy and give them space.